Hi, so this is my curve sketching video, and this is actually curve sketching. If you really think about it, it's gonna be really easy if you once you learn it. So let's just start off with an example first, okay? So we're given the function of f of x equals 2x to the fifth power minus 3x to the fourth power, right? So the first step is to take the derivative of the thing. So once you take it, it's gonna be 10x to the fourth minus 12x to the third, okay, using the simple chain rule. After you have taken the derivative, you just set the first derivative to 0. So you can do it like this. It's gonna be equal to 0 equals 10x to the fourth minus 12x cubed. Alright, and as you can see, well, my next step after that was that I factor out the 2x cubed out, so it'll be easier. So when I did that, that allowed me to do two things. So the first 2x cubed I set to 0. That first means x equals 0. The next one, 5x minus 6. Therefore, x equals 6/5. Okay. Let's begin. So we first draw the line. Then you do the 0 and the 6/5. Now, what to do next? Okay, it's actually really simple. So you just take any point from here. It does not matter what point. It could be a -100, -1. For simple sakes, just to make it very simple, I'm gonna do easy numbers. I'm going to take a -1, okay, on the left side, of 0, and I'm gonna plug it in to this equation, 2x cubed, right? So when you plug in -1 to 2x cubed, that's gonna be negative. See, negative, positive, no, that's positive, negative. So -2, okay? So you're gonna take this, you're gonna take a pencil, and you're gonna note on the very bottom that it's a negative. Now you can take that exact same number, -1, from your example, and you're gonna plug it into the second equation, right? So when you plug that in, 5x to -5, -5 minus 6 is negative. So there you go. So you do that, it's negative times negative equals to positive, right? So negative, negative, so this will be a positive side right here. Now you can continue doing this for the next couple. So let's continue. Let's pick 1 right here. I think 1's the easy number. So you put 1 here. It's obviously going to be a positive number at the end. Alright, you add 1 to this side. It's going to be a negative. You're going to end up with a -1. So negative times positive equals negative. And slowly you can start seeing a trend on what's going on right here, right? So after that, you can do this. Let's say if the next number would be 2. So 2x cubed, that's going to be a positive, obviously, the first time. The second time, it's going to be a positive number as well. So positive, negative, positive. So the question is, what is this graph going to look like? Well, you're going to first see it is going to be increasing to this. All right, it's going to go up like this. You erase that out. For example, so it's going to go up like this. It's going to be a point right here. There's your first point. Alright? Then you need to go down right here. You're going to get that little marker down. And then back up. Now, if this was even more spaced out, this should be really even out. It's not. So this will be another point right here. And then it should go back up again. So positive and then negative is going to go down. And the next one says the next one's positive. It's going to go back up. Okay? That's going to be the next thing. Now, let's take the second derivative of the thing. So the second derivative of that is, let's see. We have the first derivative is 10x to the fourth minus 12x cubed, so that's actually 40x cubed minus 36x squared, if I did it right. Like that, yes. And so you're going to set that to 0 again. 0 equals 4x squared. Again, I'm only skipping steps, so I'm going to do it. 0 equals 40x cubed minus 24x squared. Again, what you're going to do with the first time, you're going to factor out any common denominators. Actually, not common denominators, but LCMs. Okay, so then the lowest common multiplier right here is going to be 4x squared, and then in your parentheses 10x minus 9. So again, take it and plug it to 0. 4x squared equals 0, x equals 0. Second one, 10x minus 9 equals 0, x equals 9/10. Now, these two are possibles. Notice how I said possibles. The first times, the 2 points that were given that we found, these were guaranteed critical points. Now, these right here are possible possible points. Actually, this is possible for an inflection point, if you think about it. Alright, so let's do some math right here. Let's have some fun. Let's take -1. -1 is always easy. So you plug -1. Obviously, and you plug any negative number in there, it's going to be positive. So that's going to be the first one to be positive. Okay. Let's add -1 here. -10. -10. That's going to be a negative. So it's going to be a negative up here. Okay. Let's do the next number. Okay. The next number, let's say, you can really do any number, and it's going to be a positive number. So say you add a positive number in there, so you can have a positive answer. Okay. Alright, you add a little small positive number in here. It's obviously not going to be big enough, so it's going to be a negative number, in fact. Alright, so this is where the interesting part comes in. It goes negative and negative. Alright, let's go to the next one here on the right. Let's try 1. 1's easy. Okay, so you just put 1 here. It's obviously a positive number. You put a 1 here. That's going to be a positive number as well. So make another positive. Now, the question is, what is this graph is going to look like? Well, the graph is going to go down. Okay. It's going to go down, right? And then it's going to probably go again, down again. Now, see, that's the part where it gets weird. It's just not, it doesn't look right. But all of a sudden it goes positive. When it goes positive right here, that's a point. That means that is a point right there. That is a critical, that's an inflection point. And that's how you curve sketch.